guys, Commander here, and today we're going to be reviewing another one of my Hero Factory mocks. And today we're going to be reviewing A40-Z, another one of Hero Factory's beast bots per se. This one's a little different than the last ones. Different model number and different type of function or shape, I guess. Now here's A40-Z in his vehicle mode, and it is kind of a hovercraft airplane type thing. It has wings back here. It has fins, but it just doesn't kind of emulate that aircraft or like up there aircraft type of feeling. It's a rather boxy shape, and it doesn't look the best out of some of the other vehicle modes I've built, but it's fine enough. You have your simulated cockpit here, even though no one's going to be piloting this thing, but I wanted to put that in there with the neon green, just kind of resting between these tan armor plates, which, by the way, tan armor plates from General Grievous, I have 4 of them, actually 6 of them on this mock, which is pretty cool to have, because now that's a new color I can use in my mocks, and it looks really good with the Leo green here, as you can see on the arms and the legs. Looking at this thing, you can see that back here is completely exposed. There's not much I can do with that without affecting the transformation, so that's just gonna be an unfortunate kind of thing. And this blue axle up here, the pin up here is just exposed because it really needs to be in order to facilitate the transformation. These are bionicle parts right here, but I don't feel that it really takes away from the Hero Factory-ness of the mock. You have one more bionicle part here, but I think it only adds to the mock. It has kind of this technical feel, and I guess it does kind of not look like Hero Factory at all. Like, it just looks bionicle, I guess. But this one back here I feel actually integrates with Hero Factory pretty well, especially the way I've used it. Yeah, your silver feet up front and forming kind of a flat and angled front. You have your nice plating on the sides and on the legs. Here's the bottom view in case you're interested, and you can see General Grievous printed chest piece right here. I'll get to that in robot mode. But yeah, you may be wondering why this green arm is on the inside. I did that because on the outside, for some reason, I couldn't get these arms to go farther down, so I just kind of left it like this. It looks fine enough. These are pretty bare, but I'm okay with that. It's not that big of a deal. Gappy like all of these CCBS vehicles will always be. And you have your hands here. Main colors of the mock, I'll get to that later, but yeah, there's the vehicle mode in a nutshell. Now, as for the weapons of this mock, he does have this gun here. Oops, he does have this gun, with a beast head and these claws to form the barrel. And you can attach that to the back using one of these open technicals, just like that. You can put it a little farther back or a little farther forward, and then you have this kind of cannon on top of it, which doesn't look too bad. It sticks up quite far, but it's okay. This mock overall just isn't one of my better mocks. It's just kind of something I put together just for fun, and I was like, why not review it? But yeah, if you are interested, there is some weapon storage on this guy. Now let's get to transformation, which is fairly simple, not all that complex, but it does have one gimmick that I'm pretty proud of and that I do very much like. So first, of course, remove the weapon. Just set that off to the side. Next, what you want to do is you're gonna pull out these legs like so, and then you're gonna fold out the feet so that they're facing the appropriate way, like this. And there you have that part done. Next, what you want to do is kind of pull these in a little bit so that they don't interfere with anything. Then what you want to do is go up to the arms and pull them out. Then you're going to rotate these around just like so, and then unfold them like arms. This next step isn't completely crucial to the mock, but I just do it so that this piece doesn't bend, because if you have your hand like this, then this is kind of pushing on this piece. So what I do to fix that is I take this off, and I flip it around so that the hook part of the axe is up front and not being pushed on by the hand, which kind of helps the whole thing to be a lot better, because you know I'm not worrying about breaking my part. So let's do it the same on the other side. Do that, flip axe, and then twist the hand around, and there you have it. There's arms. Now for the head, which simply pull out like this, and then we can finish up back here, where what you want to do is you're going to grab the mini torso. What you're going to do is you're going to press on this pin. Don't break it or anything, but just hold it there and pull this out. What you want to do is pull everything up and then spin this around and then press it back in, and it'll be solidly connected. This won't rotate anymore. After that, what you want to do is spin around this part and place it on the back. Then, oops, don't pop off the arm. What you want to do is kind of move the arms out of the way so that you can pull these forward and use them as shoulder pads. So just kind of put them over the shoulders like so, and there you have it, A40-Z in his robot mode. Like I said, not one of my best mocks ever. It's just kind of simple, pretty plain. I do like the colors on it, it's pretty cool, but no, it's just not all that striking, I guess. It's just, you know, a figure, and it just looks kind of normal compared to some of my other mocks. First thing you probably noticed on this guy, one would be the colors. The colors look pretty cool. Two, he has the printed chest piece from General Grievous. I put that on here to kind of make it, because the print gives the chest kind of a more detailed and like plated look. I thought that would look pretty cool on this mock, so I went with it. And I think it looks fine. You know, the green kind of matches down here. Then you have your gray and the black to simulate shadows and depth. And you know, you have your plates like on General Grievous. I think it works pretty well. And the third thing you notice is what is up with this head, because this is definitely a head that I've never done before and that I've never seen before. Well, this head is comprised of a 4-long trans light blue shell and one of these shredded type armor pieces from Skull Grinder. And when put together, it makes an interesting looking head. You have some oddly shaped eyes, some like, you know, things off to the side. You have this like pointed crown. It's definitely different, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it looks pretty good with the mock. My only thing about it is that this is the only gunmetal gray part on the entire figure. So color doesn't match as well as it could, but this piece currently only comes in gold and gunmetal, so not much I could do about that. Now as for the articulation on this figure, it's pretty good, and he's pretty much unhindered in all areas. You have your arms here, which you can get those shoulder pads moving out the way as much as you want. You can pull those up, you know, you got your forward and back, you got your elbow, and you have a rotation here, which is pretty cool. Just the way that these swords here are attached, you can rotate these as well if you want to, but I really don't recommend that, because you know, you have your large blade here, you don't want that getting in the way of other things. Like I said, the shoulder pads can move, the head is unhindered as well. It does kind of look weird when you bring it to the side, because it looks like that, and then when you bring it up, that's really weird, but it's okay as long as you're not looking like too far up or too far to the side. You know, it just depends on how you pose it. And then you have your hands with the standard articulation, except they have a little bit more of a hard time moving outward because these blades are here. His legs, pretty standard. You got your knee, got your hip joint, and your these. Yeah, they move all around. You got your foot, which has friction extenders as well. I have heard some people complain about friction extenders in feet recently, but I don't think they're too bad. I think in the hips, though, they can be kind of annoying because, you know, they have weird tolerances, and these bones tend to pop out of them because they're so tight compared to the bones. So yeah, pretty cool. Moving on to some aesthetic design, I do have these shoulder pads here, which I think look pretty cool. I like the way it kind of looks up here in the body. It just looks really cool, like really smooth and stuff. The arms are pretty interesting as they have no armor on them, just these blades here. This is kind of a large shoulder spike, and this is more of a defensive battle weapon, I guess. He can definitely use these offensively or defensively if he like loses his gun or something, but yeah, they're pretty cool. Do have this nice hook up here, which I'm sure if you built this guy, you could find a use for that in combat or something with the Hero Factory mock. Like I said with the vehicle, I think these are noticeably a different aesthetic from the rest of the mock, but I don't think it's, you know, horrible or like atrocious or, you know, just I think it fits in well enough. And just because Bionicle is now CCBS as well, all CCBS stuff is just kind of CCBS stuff, so it looks fine. There's nothing really here that strikes me as Bionicle, and there's nothing here that really strikes me as Hero Factory either. It just looks like a figure, but it's a Hero Factory mock, as I say it is, and so deal with that. Now, as for his weapons, you do have this gun, which I showed off in the vehicle mode, but it does have this attachment point on here so that it can attach to the back of the vehicle. What I do about that is I just pull that off and kind of put it in here to act as like a stock or something. It's the best place I could find for it, seeing as the back has this piece on it so it won't fit back there. So once I do that, I just kind of give it to him like so, and there you have it. He's got his gun. One thing I will say, it is very large. I'm not sure how much I like it, but I wanted to put the beast head on here. I just wish I could have maybe put it on further down so that it was more connected with the spikes and it looked a little bit better. But as it is, you could probably use this gun to shoot people and then to hit them over the head, because that's what a gun of this size is good for. So yeah, there you have it. Pretty cool, not too bad. Just to kind of give you a little bit of a comparison between this guy and a Bionicle figure, here he is over here, and here is Colta right here. About the same height, but that's not why we're, you know, comparing these guys. He's missing a shoulder pad because it's right over there. But you can see Colta does have something distinctly Bionicle about him, just in his construction, or maybe it's just because my mind now registers that this is a Bionicle mock and this is a Hero Factory mock. But you can see they don't look too similar, but they don't look extremely different. I mean, this guy's like a bony aesthetic, whereas this one's more of a full armored figure, but it's fine. I think he could fit in with Hero Factory well enough. He's definitely an interesting case in my mocking career, I guess. Now, as for the story on this guy, basically he's just like B38Y and B38X. He's a robot that has been infused with DNA from the beast of the Zygeria, where Surge is trying to help them, you know. Basically, B38Y and X are tests to see if they could integrate that DNA into a robotic kind of whole. And once they figured out they could, they made more humanoid figures, because the robot beasts still kind of looked like the beasts, and the beasts were not exactly friends in Maku Hero City. So these newer, more humanoid robots would look more friendly and just function better. One thing that they lack, though, is like a tail or something, or extra appendages, because, you know, they have the standard human appendages, as you can see right here. But basically, they are B38Y and B38X as a human. And B38Y and B38X have shown that they are quite literally a match for the beast. They could fend them off, they could fight them, and they could maybe even beat them. Now, for specifics on this story, this is only one of many models they've produced. I might make a mock for each of them, I might not, who knows, but basically they sent these guys out to go get another beast so that they could kind of learn about them more, and they sent these guys, and surprisingly, they succeeded, despite the help of even, like, Cinder and Shard, which are previous mocks I've made on this channel. despite their help in fending off these guys, they made out and got out of there with one beast knocked out and like restrained. You know, the bad thing about these guys is that they are heartless, no emotions. They're just robots that are very powerful, and they don't care, you know, if you're mad or something. They're just gonna punch you in the face if they're programmed to punch you in the face. So there's that. But yeah, these guys can fend off a beast. They can hold their own, and they even managed to capture one as a group, of course, because, you know, they can be mass produced. But it's just evil what Hero Factory's doing. Inferno, how could you? Could you lead Hero Factory in this direction? But yep, that's the mock in, you know, this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did enjoy, and hopefully you'd like to subscribe to see more mock content, because more mock content is coming out. So yeah, see you guys later.